Hey friends, how are you all? First of all, a very warm welcome to each one of you. In this video, we are going to continue our discussion on mathematics, which we have already started. And we started with this topic of functions in the last class, and we are just going to continue this topic. Now, we learned what is a function, what is the domain, what is the range. Now, what is the relationship between a relation and a function? Let me tell you, if a function is given by f of x, this is the notation for a function, is equal to 2x plus 1. Now, how can we define a relation? See, let's say relation is the set of all x, y such that y is equal to 2x plus 1. See, this is the same as this function. So, any pair of numbers x and y will be related if y is the outcome given by this function to the input x. This is the relationship between a relation and a function. Now, we will discuss a unique feature of function. Alright, unique feature of function which is not found in relation. That is graph. Graph of a function. What is graph? See, you might have learned a few graphs in your earlier ages, like bar graphs. What's a bar graph? It will be like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, and like that. This is the bar graph. Here you will give x-axis, origin, y-axis, and this y-axis will have values 1, 2, 3, and so on. So this is a bar graph. Now, if in this bar graph, if the bars are adjacent to each other without any gap, it is called a histogram. Why is it adjacent? Because it is continuous frequency distribution. We represent continuous frequency distribution in histogram. So I am not going to go deep into those things because you have already learned most of it in your young age statistics. And you know about time series graph also, like this and all. And frequency, polygon, ogive, and like lot of those graphs. Okay. Now, how we can relate functions to graph? Now, the thing we are going to do is, let's take the same function which I told you earlier. F of x is equal to 2x plus 1. This is a function. Now what we are going to do is, we are going to substitute this f of x by y. That is, y is equal to 2x plus 1. Let's just giving another variable. You know there are two axes in the graph, x-axis and y-axis. X-axis is the horizontal, y-axis is the vertical. Now, in our study, from now on, we will not be taking a L-shaped graph. We are going to take a plus-shaped graph, like this. This is the plus-shaped graph. Why it is plus-shaped? Why it is plus-shaped? Y dash. Why I am writing y dash? Because we have to represent the below part also, x and x dash. This is just a nomenclature. You can do anything. Why it is plus shape? Because the values can be negative or positive. It can be any integer or any real number. It can be negative. So this area, this is plus. Anything to the right of the origin is positive x-axis. Anything to the left of the origin is of course negative x-axis. Anything above the origin, of course, positive y-axis. Anything below the origin is of course positive, means negative y-axis. Now we are giving numbering like 1, 2, 3, and so on. And here also we are giving -1, -2, -3, and so on. Here also similarly 1, 2, 3, and you can give to any number. I am just Here also -1, -2, and -3, and so on. So this is how we are naming the graph. And there is something called scale. You know what's the scale? We write scale for x-axis as well as y-axis. You are doing in the graph paper. You know what is 1 unit of the graph paper. If this is the graph paper, here even each there will be small square, and within this there will be small squares, more like this, right? So 1 unit we will take that 1 centimeter. In here we can take it like, we will have to write here scale x-axis 1 unit is equal to √1 or something like that, or 1 unit is equal to 1. 1 unit here means 1 centimeter. Y-axis 1 unit is equal to 1, like that we can write. This is the scale. Now how will we represent that function we studied? Y is equal to 2x plus 1 in this graph. For that, first of all, we'll have to draw a table. And you can take any number of values, but it is sufficient to take 2 values, but for more accuracy, we will take 3 values, x, y. What we are going to do here is, we draw this table in more convenient. I'll draw the table here, okay? You can see this here. This is the table. Here what we are going to do, we are going to substitute, take 3 points, x, y. What we will do here is, we will have to find the value of y to the corresponding x. First we are substituting x is equal to 0. So what will be y? 2 into 0 plus 1. That will be 1. Now we are substituting x is equal to 1. What will be y? 2 into 1 plus 1, 3. Now let us take one negative value. X is equal to -1. 2 into -1, -2 plus 1 is equal to -1. So this will be the value. So we are plotting 0. X is equal to 0, y is equal to 1. So it will be point here. 0, 1 is this point. X is equal to 0, y is equal to 1. Then x is equal to 1, y is equal to 3. Here, it will be around here. Alright, this is how we are plotting. Corresponding to x, what is the value of y? Corresponding to y, x, what is the value of y? And -1, -1, this will be point here. Now we will join this. It will be generally be a straight line because the relationship is linear. Alright, it will be a straight line because it is linear. This is the graph of a function. This is all regarding graph of function. Like it will come like this. Alright. So this is regarding graph of function. You will just take this table, put x value of x, find the value of y, plot the point, join the line. This is about function. Now, when we go up further, we will see about quadratic functions, like many other functions. In the next, actually, the quadratic function I will just show you. It will not be linear. It will be like U-shaped or curved. Like it will be like this. Y square is equal to some x. Here you see y square is equal to some x. It will be like this. Y will always be positive, but it can be positive or negative. You know why? Because when we are squaring, it will always be positive. So it will be coming like this functions. From the next session, we will start discussing about a few general functions and their graphs. Alright, graphing is very important regarding the concept of functions because it will give you a clear idea of how the function will behave. Alright, because here we took only 3 values. Here we are taking only 3 values. 1, -1, 0, 0 and 3, 1. And we are extending here and here. So if we take -2, we will get what is the value of y corresponding to the value of x. -2 will come -3. Okay, right? Because it is coming -2, -3. Now when we are substituting 2 into minus 2 plus 1, it will be minus 3. So the corresponding point of y for each value of x, and also corresponding point of value of x for each value of y, you can easily decipher from this graph. So I would suggest you take functions, you take your textbook, there are a lot of functions, you just practice a few graphs, and once you have practiced different types of graphs, it will naturally come for you. Alright, so this will be with this section. Here we have learned about the graphing of functions. I will be meeting you again in the next session. I have already told you the topic. It will be relating to types of functions and their graphs. So till then, have a great time. Take care of yourself, take care of your studies, and bye bye.